For years, fans of All My Children, that sun-drenched, drama-steeped soap set in the beloved fictional town of Pine Valley, have been waiting, hoping, and manifesting for a proper revival. While daytime television has shifted dramatically, nostalgia has only grown stronger, and few people understand that magic better than Kelly Ripa herself. So when Ripa recently offered an update on the long-whispered Reboot series, fans collectively leaned in, hopeful that the Pine Valley spark was ready to ignite once more. Ripa, who first sashayed onto the soap scene in 1990 as the rebellious, irresistible Haley Vaughn, has always carried Pine Valley with her. Even as she became a household name through Live with Kelly and Mark, produced shows, raised a family, and built a media empire, Haley, the girl with the leather jacket, quick wit, and vulnerable heart, remained embedded in her story. So when talk of a reboot began swirling a few years back, Ripa didn't just smile politely at the idea, she went to work. Now, in her latest update, she finally peeled the curtain back on what's been happening behind the scenes. Reimagining Pine Valley, people forget how ahead of its time All My Children was, Ripa said in her update, leaning forward with that spark she gets when she's talking about a project she believes in. The storytelling was bold. Social issues weren't just a backdrop, they were the plot. If we were going to revisit Pine Valley, it had to be in a way that honored that legacy, not just repeated it. Ripa revealed that the reboot, tentatively still referred to by its working title Pine Valley, is envisioned not as a strict continuation but as a legacy sequel, a hybrid of new faces, iconic favorites, and entirely fresh narrative structures designed for a streaming-first audience. It's more grounded, more serialized, but still full of the chaos, romance, secrets, and surprise relatives showing up unannounced, she teased with a grin. The initial concept, she explained, began as a small passion project between herself and husband Mark Consuelos, another AMC alum. But as they pitched it to studios and streaming platforms, the energy surrounding the project began to shift. Execs didn't just see a nostalgic reboot. They saw a chance to revive the grand tradition of serialized character-driven drama in a new era. Casting conversations and familiar faces. The question burning hottest among fans, of course, is which original cast members might reprise their roles. Ripa, knowing exactly how to keep an audience hooked, answered the question with the careful precision of someone trained in soaps. "We've had conversations," she said, "good ones, and let me put it this way, nobody slammed the door in our faces." She noted that many beloved actors from All My Children have expressed excitement at revisiting Pine Valley, even if only in cameo form. But Ripa emphasized that the reboot isn't designed to rely solely on nostalgia. "We want to respect the icons, but we also want to introduce a new generation of complicated Pine Valley characters, the kind you love, hate, or love to hate depending on the episode." To craft this balance, the reboot aims to weave together longtime families like the Canes, Chandlers, Martins, and Cortlands with dynamic new ones who bring modern issues into the fold. Diversity in casting, representation of contemporary social dynamics, and storylines relevant to today's audiences will be central features. In All My Children, identity, justice, family, and reinvention were always core themes, Ripa said. Those themes age incredibly well. Tone, themes, and a new creative vision. One of the most intriguing elements of the update was Ripa's description of the show's tone. "Think of it as a love letter to the soap genre," she said, "but with the pacing of a prestige streaming drama and the boldness of modern storytelling." While the heart of Pine Valley will still revolve around romance, secrets, betrayals, and startling revelations, Ripa explained that the reboot will delve deeper into character psychology. The show intends to explore legacy, how the choices of one generation ripple through the next, while also leaning into the delightful soap tropes fans adore. "Yes, there will be surprise pregnancies," she laughed. "Yes, there will be buried scandals. Yes, someone will probably come back from the dead. It's not Pine Valley without a resurrection or two." But the reboot promises nuance as well. Mental health, generational divides, political tensions within small towns, and social media's influence on identity are all subjects the writing team is exploring. That's the DNA of AMC. Real-world issues wrapped in the heightened glamour of soapland. Behind-the-scenes challenges. Of course, rebooting a beloved soap is no small feat. Ripa acknowledged the hurdles, from scheduling conflicts to licensing complexities to aligning vision among several creative stakeholders. But she was quick to point out that none of those issues dampened her determination. "If soaps taught me anything," she said, "it's that when things get dramatic, you don't quit, you monologue and push forward." She shared that the writer's room has been developing character arcs, mapping out season-long mysteries, and reimagining Pine Valley's geography. The town will feel familiar but updated, a blend of classic charm, modern architecture, and intriguing new locations that open doors for future storylines. One of the biggest challenges, Ripa admitted, was deciding how to handle certain iconic characters whose original actors have passed away. "You don't replace legends," she said poignantly, "but you can honor their legacy through story, through memory, and through the generations that follow." The future of Pine Valley. So, when will fans finally get to return to the swirling drama of Pine Valley? Ripa didn't give a specific date, because, she said, they're being incredibly thoughtful, not rushed. But her optimism was unmistakable. "Pine Valley isn't dead," she said. "Soap operas taught us nothing stays dead forever." She revealed that the next phase involves finalizing scripts, continuing casting discussions, and ironing out production partnerships. Several streaming platforms have reportedly shown strong interest in the series concept, giving Ripa hope that an official announcement may not be too far off. And if you're wondering whether Haley Vaughn herself could appear, Ripa didn't hesitate. "Never say never," she said. "Haley has a lot to say, and honestly, I miss her." Why this reboot matters beyond simple fandom nostalgia. Ripa believes the timing for a reboot is perfect. "People crave long-form storytelling again," she explained. "They want characters to invest in, worlds to escape to, stories that grow with them. All My Children did that for decades. There's no reason Pine Valley can't do it again in a new way." As she wrapped her update, Ripa's enthusiasm radiated like a spotlight. "This world meant so much to so many people for so long," she said. "If we can bring it back with integrity, creativity, and joy, why wouldn't we? For now, fans will have to wait a little longer for official details. But one thing is clear. Kelly Ripa's vision for the All My Children reboot is alive, evolving, and full of promise, and perhaps sooner than later, Pine Valley will rise once more, ready to sweep viewers into its irresistible current of drama, love, and reinvention."